just received this deck, and I'm sure everyone has seen it, the Ember Aura Tarot deck, the Awakening Edition. You guys, I am in love with this deck. That's why I'm sharing it with you. In case you've missed someone showing it. This is the backs. How beautiful are those? It does have a border on the back side of the deck. And it's gilded in this beautiful pink gilding, which I think is stunning. And then the artwork is ink and brush paintings. And the artist is Jamie Richardson. And it's got a matte cardstock, and it's a beautiful deck. It's a little wider than a regular standard tarot deck, but I just wanted to show you a few of the cards. But I did pull some out that are my favorites of each suit, which I will show you. But I just want you to see like what a beautiful deck this is. And it does celebrate the, what is it that she says? Let's see. She talks about how she went away to write this book at a sanctuary. Well, she went away to a sanctuary, and then the tarot deck was born. But it says, brush and ink paintings, it pays special honor to the sacred feminine and her return to our collective consciousness. So in it, I would say it leans more to the feminine side, so I'm not sure if a male, and like that is the bread of life that she is holding. And it is a little pippish, but if you read the book, because this is a great little guidebook, oh, I just love her meanings in there. But I'm fairly new to tarot, and I do have a pretty good grasp on the meanings of the cards, so I'm sure that probably helps. But I always think when I get a deck, I'm like, oh, that's great for a beginner, but I do know the meanings of the cards, so I guess maybe I'm a intermediate beginner, or I don't know. I mean, I think once you know the meanings of the cards, like you could read with almost any deck. Like, it's not as pippish as, say, Marseille, with just like the swords and stuff. There is some things in the deck, and like the Seven of Cups, like there's so many choices and options. But in the book it says, but one choice outshines all the others. So I thought that was pretty cool. But yeah, so her meanings are really great. So it does follow the Rider-Waite-Smith. It's just a little more feminine. Oh, okay, let me show you the cards I've picked out that I just love. Okay, we'll start with the Fool. Let's see how she's just like jumping, doing a backflip. She has her angel wings on her foot, just dangling off her foot instead of on. Being a little careless. I think I'd have those angel wings on, but that is just so beautiful. And then we have the High Priestess. And I love that, the owl and the moon, and she's holding a cup, and it's just a beautiful card. And the Hierophant, which in the book it does say that that is Christ. Actually, I'm going to read you what she put so you know. Which I can see that. Okay, mediating between the human heart and divine intellect stands the Hierophant, reflected here as Christ. He opens his arms wide to all who will listen, relieving us of our need to solve every mystery. He offers salvation through the simple acceptance of truth. This truth is then forged into the minds of future generations through centuries of tradition, believing that higher spiritual planes are achieved through self-emptying and devotion. The Hierophant calls us to surrender our individual egos and adopt the like-minded nature of his followers. Although his message is received in the light of the sun, he teaches from a boat floating on the waters of the subconscious mind. Hidden scrolls of text lie submerged, implying that there is more to him than meets the eye. And then for the upright meaning, she has conformity, self-surrender, devotion to path, and tradition. Yeah, so. The Emperor. I love that. He just looks so comfortable with himself, and there's a safe and the world and a bunch of books. The Lovers. Like, there's something about they have to follow this path to reach each other, and then once they do, should read it. I just don't want to read you all of them. It'll take too long, but I could read the whole book. I'm telling you, it's just so great. The Chariot with the healing hands above helping guide her. The Strength card is that. I just love that Strength card. The Devil. And I love this because her angel wings are hanging up here like on the wall. And she's in a cage, but she's not bound or anything. She's blindfolded, and there's a key in the cage. So she could take that blindfold off, take that key, and walk away. It's pretty neat. All right, and then now for each of the court cards, it goes Daughter for Page, Sun for Knight, Diviner for Queen, and Sage for Kings. So this is the Sage of Coins. So that would be your King of Coins. And I just kind of want to read you like what she has put for like the court cards. Okay, here we go. The Sage of Coins. The Sage of Coins invites her next supplicant to sit before her. A lifetime of work and experience have transformed her into a skillful healer. She has perfect knowledge of the human body, energy, nature, business, and money, and understands how all of their components are woven together. Her wisdom radiates from her being, and she is compelled to bring her gifts to the world. And the upright meaning is mastery, wisdom, giving forth, healing, and financial security. So yeah. And then there's the Daughter of Coins. Okay, and I got to read this 10 of Coins to you. You guys, I was just really surprised. Like, I connected with this deck, like, immediately. 10 of Coins. Life has become the picture of perfect integration. An exuberant sense of health, wealth, and family radiates within the scene. The coins are suspended from the trees, shining blessings on the seeker and her child. Everything she could ever want has come to pass. Isn't that beautiful? I love how they're hanging on the tree and it says it's shining blessings on her. But the upright meaning in here is perfection, abundance, and overflowing goodness. And then the 9 of Coins. And actually, I wanted to show you the 8 of Coins. She is busy making this dress. Do you see that? And there's her scissors and her mannequin, and she has her pattern up here. And then you see her wearing it in a 9 of coins. I thought that was really cool. Diviner of Cups. So let me read you a Diviner card, which would be the Queen. Okay, the Diviner of Cups is awash in her own watery dreamscape. She is most at home when she is immersed in the mysterious tide of her own intuition and far prefers emotional depths to logical reasoning. She is the ultimate empath with little to no boundaries between her soul and those of others. And the upright meaning is empathy, intuition, mystery, magic, and a divine feminine. So, and there's the Daughter of Cups, and it talks how she's like, has this playful attitude. The 8 of Cups. Oh, in the book, I'm sorry, I just have to share it with you. 8 cups have emptied their contents in a watery pool. There is nothing left on which to dwell, as the story has finally been written and told. When the last ounce of hope has drained away, the final drop of pain poured out, the victim finds herself able to walk away. And the upright is disappointment, letting go, and moving through the pain. Six of Cups. Okay, now this one, when I read this is the 5 of Cups. And see how I say it's like pippish, but once you read the meaning. Okay, 5 of Cups. True heartbreak erodes one's foundations, and the cups spill forth. Now it is impossible to find the silver lining, as the world can only be seen through tears. In time, the grief-stricken one must decide whether to set the cups upright again. Upright meaning heartbreak, grief, depression, despair, and loss. But how the silver, it says it is impossible to find the silver lining, as the world can only be seen through tears. Oh, I love that. And look at the Devil. Look at that, or the Death card, I mean, transformation. I mean, I love this Death card. And then the Moon card. She's dealing with her shadow self. The 2 of Wands. The Sage of Swords. Oh, I just got to read this to you on the Sage of Swords. Let me see. Here we go. The Sage of Swords sits at the divergence of all ideals, those just formed and those manifested. Her language is easily assimilated, her judgment clearly pronounced. She rules from a seat of authority, distanced from her emotions, yet her warmth is readily accessible. With the graceful maturity that comes with age, this wise soul has a masterful intellect that she is ready to share with the world. Upright, decisive, clarity, speaking one's truth, clear communication. Oh, yes. The 8 of Swords, feeling trapped, but if you see behind, there's the sun and a dove. Okay. This is the last one I'm going to read you. This one was like, yes, I understand this 9 of Swords. The seeker has reached a point where she must face her greatest fears. Twisted in the strands of her psyche are 9 deadly swords. They have tangled her hopes and dreams into a snarl of ugliness. She is now confronted with the shadows that live in the darkest recesses of her mind. Shame, doubt, fear, unworthiness, loneliness. They must all be dealt with and subdued if she is to advance. Wow. upright, nightmare of the mind, inner demons, despair, your worst fears. Yeah. Two of Swords and Daughter of Swords. But, you guys, it is a very feminine deck. And I love it. It is just beautiful. The guidebook just helps so much. But I am definitely enjoying this deck right now. And a funny thing, if I need a clarifier, I've been using my Bad Bitches Tarot, which I know this is like so calm and feminine, and then, but I want you to see like how beautiful this goes together. I mean, is that so pretty? And then like, okay. Oh my goodness. I just think it just goes with it. I mean, as a clarifying card. I mean, you don't always need a clarifying card, but sometimes you do. And I just feel like this is like the appropriate deck to go with this feminine deck. So my Bad Bitches Tarot with my Ember Aura Tarot. Love it. All right. Talk to you soon. Bye-bye.